Alright, so the last day or so I've been doing homestay, and basically what it was is that everyone met downstairs with the language partners and there was a meeting about all this stuff basically, and just like going over details, and then I went with my language partner and she took me to the proper station, which was really easy. It was like $1.60 train ride away. It was really easy. So we got there, and we were going to go on foot, basically, because that's what you usually do, but the woman was actually nice enough to just come and pick me up. I was kind of hoping for a homestay with, like, some parents that had kids, but instead what I got was some grandparents whose kids had moved off, and they were kind of chilling out at their house. So, I mean, like, a little disappointing because I was really hoping just to, like, have some kids running around that I could talk to, but instead it kind of wound up being just like me talking to this 50-something-year-old couple, which, I mean, it turned out to be great because they cooked me so much food. So we got there and the woman came and picked me up in her car, and we went and showed up at their house. Had some tea, kind of talked about stuff. They were really pleased with my Japanese because they were really nervous because their English isn't too great. The man really likes travel. It's like his hobby. He showed me this map that he has with like little stickers with everywhere he's been. He's been to just about every continent. He's been all over Europe. He's been to America. He actually, their daughter is married with a family right outside Newark. So they had like a little blue hen football helmet hanging in there, like on their rearview mirror. So their daughter is married to a Japanese guy, and they both went to UD for grad school, I think. He's a civil engineer, so we talked about civil engineering and traffic, and that's the kind of stuff he does. The grandfather that I stayed with is an architect, so he pointed out actually a building that he had planned himself, and it was actually really cool. So I was really surprised because they had been to Newark, and we were talking about Main Street and stuff, all in Japanese. They didn't really speak any English. They knew a couple choice vocabulary words, and beyond that it was kind of they had a little electric dictionary to help them if they needed to say something specific, but for the most part I just kind of like tried my best and kept up. Day one we went to the grocery store, and they were just like, hey, what looks good? And I was pointing out some stuff, but after a while I just stopped talking because I felt so bad because they were buying everything that I looked at, so I just stopped looking at stuff. I was like, oh wow, this looks really interesting. What is this? I've never had it before. And they were like, "Miru?" Like, will you try and eat it? And I was just like, okay. And so they bought all sorts of stuff. So we had like sushi, nigiri sushi, and regular sushi, and sashimi, and like some fried shrimp in a sauce, and she had pumpkin that she had prepared in like soy sauce and sugar, and I guess it soaks for a couple days and gets delicious. So we had some of that. We had they made me some Kobe beef with onions that they sautéed. It was so much food, and the grandfather, I think, was just really happy because he had somebody that he could he was just like, how old are you? I was like, I'll be 20 soon. He's like, how's the flavor of beer? Do you like beer? And I was just like, it's alright, I guess. So he was like, yes, just really, I mean, if you watch my video before this, you'll see what I'm talking about, just like with the drinking culture. So he was really excited that he had a drinking buddy, but Japanese people are really serious lightweights, so we both kind of drank the same amount. He was slurring his Japanese and really hard to understand, and I was just like, that was fun, I guess. They had a guest room all set up for me, and it was just like, the Japanese guest room, I don't know if this is like typical, but for what they had for me, it was just like a futon, some sheets, in just a big empty room. So it's just like a pile of stuff in the corner, because futons, I should probably explain really quick. Like what I have here in the dorm, it's not really I don't have a bed. You don't get beds, you know what I'm saying? You get a futon, and it's kind of like if you took the springs out of a mattress and made it like that thick, you know, so you can like fold it into thirds, and I don't know, it's like kind of that big, and then you unfold it, and it's pretty comfortable actually. And then there's like a really serious comforter that goes on it. It's not really like a sheet comforter. It's kind of just like a slightly thinner futon. So you're just like you're in between like these two really just think of them as like really thick blankets, sort of. It's hard to like if you took like the pillow from a couch, like that kind of firmness, and just made it like really big, and then just like laid under it. They're doing it right, man. Like it's really comfortable, and then you just get like a little sheet on top of that, and then a little pillow, and you know I slept pretty well. One thing that was really cool was that I got to take another a pretty awesome bath. The Japanese bath system, the way it works is that you don't wash yourself in the bath. There's like a little shower system off to the side, and there's a drain, you know, on the floor off to the side, and so you just kind of like stand or squat and just kind of like wash all around. It's a lot more comfortable than it sounds. I know I was kind of like, oh, that doesn't seem very good, but it's really good. So you get yourself totally clean, and everybody uses the same bath water, but it doesn't matter because you're clean, and they just, you know, restock it every day. So it's, you know, everything. They take their appliances pretty seriously, so I don't know if you call a bathtub an appliance, but the way that it works is it's really deep, and it's like sunken into the floor. So that's why they don't say take a bath, they say enter a bath. You're going to enter your bath because you step into it, you know. So it kind of works like a jacuzzi, only they have like kind of like in the wall, behind the wall, they have like a little a water boiler sort of, and so you set your temperature, and then like it heats up the water outside, and then there's a little thing in the bathtub that kind of injects and takes water to keep it really hot. So you get in there, and it's really deep. So it's not like a Western tub where your knees are freezing and you're cold and uncomfortable. It's you know, you're up to your neck and you just like relax, and it's so nice. So got to soak in the tub for a little bit, and then after that kind of went up. They went to bed kind of early, which kind of bummed me out. It was like 10:30 and they were in their rooms, so I just kind of hopped on the computer and checked email and sent some stuff out, which was, you know, it was fair enough. And then I went to bed, woke up at 8, talked to their daughter. Apparently every week they give their daughter a phone call using Skype, and it's like the video chat service online. A couple of the kids here use it actually to talk to their families. It's really convenient looking. So I got to talk to their daughter and son-in-law, and you know, we talked in Japanese and in English, so it was pretty cool. Then they took me in their car all around their little Ashiya city. And I mean, the way Japanese infrastructure is kind of set up, in Kansai at least, is just there's so many big cities that it really just kind of, it's like a city that never really ends. So you're just always in a city, so we have like what we have here in Kobe, which is like a residential city. And I know that it's like a really quiet city where people just kind of live and they kind of commute out and commute back in. So I don't know, it's really nice. So we went around their little residential city. They took me to a onsen, like an ashi onsen, which is kind of, it's like a little hot spring, not really a natural hot spring, but you know, really nice. And you just kind of sit on the outside and soak your legs, which was like awesome. It was really hot, but it was really awesome. So you know, we chilled there for a little bit, and then we went. They cooked me this really big breakfast, and then we went out for like an hour or so, and then went to the supermarket. They picked out more food, and then we just came back and ate it. Like I was so full the entire time, which was really nice. And they gave me a pretty serious bottle of sake, because the wife's sister worked at this like really famous sake factory, so they gave it to me. That was like my present, on top of all the food they gave me. So yeah, so now I'm back here. The weather looks kind of rough, so the Yukata festival is like optional. I don't know if I'm gonna go or not because I'm kind of tired, honestly. But if I go, I'll tell you how it is. If I don't go, I'll tell you what I do. But I love you all at home, and I'll see you later.